Nolan, very good to see you. Today we're talking about claiming Social Security at 62, what you're really giving up. Claiming your benefits early sounds appealing, but the trade-offs can be bigger than people expect, especially if you're a high earner. So a lot of people say, hey, I'm going to claim early and then invest the checks. Why doesn't that strategy usually work?
Thanks, Erin. This is a great question, and it's something that a lot of people talk to me about. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we're in the business of investing, and it's a good idea sometimes to take your money and buy something and get a good rate of return. But a lot of people who decide to claim Social Security early aren't factoring in all the things that impact the amount of money that you get on a net dollar basis. So if you're taking home $1 benefits, it's important to know how much is going to tax, how much is going to penalty, how much you're going to get back later, how much you'll never see again, and then what the end result is. So today we'll break a lot of those things down. We won't be able to get into everything, but there's a lot of nuance to this one, so I'm excited to talk about it.
Yes, we would need hours and hours to talk through all of the permutations of Social Security. So let's stay high level. And like you mentioned, stick with the earnings test here. So how does the $1 for every two rule affect someone who's still working while claiming Social Security?
Yeah, so we've demonstrated it here in this chart, basically, where you have your earnings limit there in the middle column and the amount that's withheld in the right column. And this goes through the years before your full retirement age and the year that you reach full retirement age. So the years before your full retirement age, let's say you're age 62 or 63, and you decide that you want to claim Social Security. It's important to know that once your income gets above around $24,000, $25,000, you will have some Social Security temporarily withheld from your benefit. If you earn $50,000 or $60,000 per year, it's really important to know that maybe half of your Social Security won't end up coming to you. The nice thing about this penalty is these dollars are returned to you. They do increase this payment once you reach full retirement age, but at least early on, especially if you're working, this is one thing that it's very important to pay attention to, and it can impact the dollars that you receive.
Mhm.
Now, one thing that I will say is in the year that you retire, which is different than the year that you reach full retirement age. Full retirement age is an IRS guideline. The year you retire is your choice, like when you stop working. So in the year that you retire, the year you decide to stop working, there is a first year rule exemption to this penalty, where if you've earned over those thresholds all the way up until the month you're done working, they will forgive this penalty for the remaining months of the year should you not work anymore. Okay, so if you're not self-employed, you're not earning over $2,000 per month, basically, they won't penalize you. But this impacts, the earning test impacts if you are still working and claiming benefits.
Right. Okay, so now let's kind of look at this a different way. I like this chart. It helps me make sense of it. Just walk me through the real cost of claiming at 62 versus full retirement age versus 70.
Yeah, now full retirement age is 67 for pretty much everybody that's yet to claim. But for every year that you claim early, it's somewhere between a 5 and 7% reduction to your net benefits. And then every year that you wait after age 67, you get an 8% increase to your benefits. So you can see here, based on claiming age, how much of a disparity you can get surrounding your full retirement age or PIA benefit, your primary insurance amount. So if I were at age 67 to get $2,000 per month and I say, hey, I want to claim at 62 because I want my money now, well, I'm only going to get 70% of that $2,000. Yes, it's money now. Yes, I can go invest it, but is it good for me over my lifetime? I might need to see a calculation or some type of illustration to know that.
And I'd like to ask, because Nolan, you and I were recently reading the same stories, right? The Social Security Trust Fund will be depleted by 2032. Does this change the math on claiming early to get it while the getting's good?
Some people are. Some people are claiming early, just get the money while it's there. Some people are doing it early because cost of living adjustments have been so big and they think they might miss out on future income if they don't claim it now. There are a lot of reasons I've heard from folks lately as far as just putting the pedal to the metal and claiming now, but it's a calculation that's part of a planning process. So it's not just Social Security, it's Social Security and. So it's Social Security and pension, Social Security and 401k or IRA withdrawals. So just making sure that if you're taking a reduction in benefits or deciding on a claiming strategy, you take the full picture into account.
And now, how does claiming early affect a spouse, particularly when it comes to survivor benefits?
Yeah, this one's really important and a good kind of bookend on what we're talking about today. But a survivor benefit is basically what happens if a spouse passes away. So if you claim early, it can permanently shrink the surviving spouse benefit. So it's just an important note. If you're claiming at 62 and your full retirement age is 67 and you're expecting your spouse's full benefit if they pass away, you could get a reduction to that benefit. The reduction isn't quite as severe. It has its own calculation. It's a nuance we won't go into quite in that detail today. But for surviving spouses, it's very important. For couples, the high earner delaying is buying longevity insurance for whoever lives longer. That's a good way to think about it. So if, you're bulking at, do both of us claim at 67? Does one claim at 62 and one at 70? Delaying for the bigger benefit can certainly help somebody who claims early. So that's a strategy, but it's all part of, again, the bigger overall picture. So I think this is an overlooked trade-off, the spousal benefits. I find a lot of people just want to claim early, or like both decide on the exact same claiming strategy almost all the time. There is good justification for some offset. You just need to know pros and cons of doing it.
Yeah, no, so that decision certainly cannot take place in a vacuum. One of the most important decisions you will make in retirement. Nolan, if somebody would like to talk through, again, all of these permutations with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, our website, which is cornerstone-rp.com. There's a contact us box at the bottom of that page, or 616-301-2581. We can answer your questions on the phone, or you can just schedule an appointment that way.
Great. Nolan, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks, Erin.